from that. Let us look to medicine and put out all thought of unnatural causes here. There be none.
Aye, sir. He bid me tell you.
Speak nothing of it in the village, Susanna.
Go directly home and speak nothing of unnatural causes.
Aye. I pray for her.
Uncle, the rumor of witchcraft is all about. I think it's best you go down and deny it yourself. The girl is packed with people, sir. I'll sit with her.
What shall I say to them? That my daughter and my niece I discovered dancing like heathen in the forest.
Uncle, we did dance. But you tell them I confessed it, and I'll be whipped if I must be, but they're speaking of witchcraft. Hetty's not witched.
Abigail, I cannot go before the congregation when I know you have not been open with me. What did you do with her in the forest?
We did dance, Uncle. And when you leaped out of the bush so suddenly, Betty took fright and fainted. And there's the whole of it.
Child, your punishment will come in its time. But if you traffic with spirits in the forest, I must know it now. For surely my enemies will, and they will ruin me with it.
But we never conjured spirits.
Then why can she not move herself since midnight? Abby, it must come out. My enemies will bring it out. Do you understand that I have many enemies?
I've heard of it, Uncle.
There's a faction that has sworn to drive me from my pulpit. And in the midst of such disruption, my own household is discovered to be the very center of some obscene practice.
It were only sport.
You call this sport? Abby, if you know something that could help the doctor, for God's sake, tell it to me. I saw Titu waving her arms over the fire. I heard gibberish and screeching coming from her mouth.
She always sings her songs from Barbados, and we dance.
I saw a dress lying on the ground.
A dress.
Aye, a dress. And I thought I saw someone naked running through the trees.
No one was naked. You mistaken.
I saw it! Now tell me true, Abigail. My ministry's at stake, my ministry, and perhaps your cousin's life. What did you do with her in the forest?
There's nothing more, I swear it.
Is there any other reason than you have told me for your being discharged from Goody Proctor's service?
She hates me, Uncle. She must, for I would not be her slave. It is a bitter woman, a cold, lying, sniveling woman, and I would not work for such a woman.
She may be, and yet it troubles me that you are now 7 months out of their house, and no other family has called upon your service.
They want slaves, not such as I. Let them send to Barbados for that. I will not black my face for them. Do you begrudge my bet, Uncle?
No.
My name is good in the village. I will not have it send my name is soiled. Goody Proctor is a gossiping liar!
Why, Goody Putnam, come in.
It is a marvel. It is surely a stroke of hell upon you.
I know Goody Putnam.
How high did she fly? How high?
She never flew.
Why, it's sure she did. Mr. Collins saw her going over Ingersoll's barn and come down light as a bird, he says.
Now look you, Goody Putnam, she did nothing of the sort. And let you not repeat it to the rest of the... Good morning, Mr. Putnam.
It is Providence. The thing is out now. It is Providence.
What's out, sir?
Her eyes is closed. Look, you man.
That's strange. Ours is open.
Your Ruth is sick.
I'd not call it sick. The devil's touch is heavier than sick. It's death, you know. It's death driving into him, forked and hooked.
Oh, pray now, why, how does she ail?
She yells as she must. She never waked this morning. She hears not, sees not, and cannot eat. Her soul is taken, surely.
They say you've called for Reverend Hale of Beverly.
A precaution only. He has much experience in old demonic arts.
He
And
has
I thought...
indeed, and found a witch in Beverly last year. I'll let you remember that.
Now, Goody Putnam, they only thought that were a witch. And I am certain there be no element of witchcraft here.
No witchcraft. Now look you, Mr. Paris.
Thomas, I pray you leave not to witchcraft. I know you least of all would wish such a disastrous charge laid upon me. No, we cannot lead to witchcraft. They will howl me out of Salem for such corruption in my house.
Mr. Paris, I have taken part in all your contention here, and I will continue. But I cannot if you hold back on this. They're hurtful, vengeful spirits laying hands on these children.
But Thomas,
And tell Mr. Paris what you have done.
Reverend Paris, I have laid 7 babies unbaptized in the earth. You never saw more hardy babies born. And yet, each would wither in my arms the very night of their birth. I spoke nothing, but my heart is clamored intimations. Now this, my Ruth, my only. I see her turning strange. Secret child she's become this year and shrivels like a sucking mouth with pulling on her life too. And so I thought to send her to your Tituba.
To Tituba? What made Tituba?
Tituba knows how to speak to the dead, Mr. Paris.
Goody Ann, it is a formidable sin to conjure
I
the dead.
take it on my soul. But who else may tell us who it is that murdered my children?
Woman!
You were murdered, Mr. Paris. And mark this proof. Mark it. Last night, my Ruth were ever so close to their little spirits. How else is she struck dumb now, except some power of darkness stopped her mouth? It's a marvelous sign, Mr. Paris.
Don't you understand it, sir? There's a murdering witch among us, bound to keep herself in the dark. Let your enemies make of it what they will. You cannot blink it more.
So you were conjuring spirits last night.
Not I, Tituba and Ruth.
Let you take hold here. Wait for no one to charge you. Declare it yourself. You have discovered
In
witchcraft.
my house, Thomas. In my house? No. They will trample.
pardon.
They will.
I thought only to see how Betty is.
Why aren't you home? Who's with Ruth?
Her grandma come. She's improved a little, I think. She gave a powerful sneeze before.
Oh, there's a sign of life.
Now look you, Reverend Paris. Let you strike out against the devil, and the village will bless you for it. Come down now. Speak to them. Pray with them. They're thirsting for your words, mister. Surely you'll pray with them.
I'll lead them in song, but speak nothing of witchcraft. I will not discuss it. I've had enough contention since I came. I want no more.
Mercy, you go home to Ruth, do you hear?
I'm
If she goes to the window, call for me at once.
I will, Uncle.
There's a terrible power in her arms today.
How's Ruth? Sick?
It's weirdish. I know not. She seems to walk like a dead one since last night.
Betty? Betty, wake up. Betty?
Have you tried beating her? I gave Ruth a good one and it seemed to wake her for a minute. Here, let me have
No.
it.
He'll be coming out soon. Listen, if they be questioning us, tell them we danced. I told them as much already.
I'm what more?
He knows Tituba conjured Ruth's sisters to come out of the grave.
And what more?
He saw you naked. What do we do? The village is out. I just come from the farm. The whole country's talking witchcraft. They'll be calling us witches, Abby.
She means to tell, I know it.
Abby, we've got to tell. Witchery is a hanging error. A hanging like they did in Boston 2 years ago. We must tell the truth, Abby. You'll only be whipped for dancing and the other
I
things.
will be whipped.
I never did none of it, Abby. I only looked.
Oh, you're a great one for looking, aren't you, Mary Warren?
Betty? Now, Betty, dear. Wake up now, it's Abigail. Betty? Help me, dear Betty! I told your papa I told everything, so there's nothing to be. Mama! What ails you, Betty? Your mom is dead and buried. Lie to Mama! Lie to Mama! I told him everything. I told him everything we did in the forest. You drank blood, Abby. You can tell him that. Betty, you will never see that again. You will
You
never.
did.
You did. You drank a jar to kill John Fox's wife. You drank a jar to kill John Fox's wife! Now look at you. All of you. We danced. And Tituba conjured Ruth's sisters to come out of the grave. And that is all. And to mark this. If any one of you breathe a word about other things, and I will come to you in the black of some terrible night, and I will bring a pointy weapon that will shudder you. And you know I can do it. I saw Indian smash my dear parents' heads on the pillow next to mine. I can make you wish you had never seen the sun go down. Mama! Now stop this and sit up now! Oh, Abby, what's got her? She's going I don't have to take her walk on!
Oh, Mr. Proctor, I was just going home.
Are you foolish, Mary Warren? Are you deaf? I forbid you to come to Salem, did I not? Why shall I pay you? I'm looking for you more often than my couch.
I only come to see the great doings in the world, sir.
Get you home. My wife is waiting with your work.
I'd best be off. I have my Ruth to watch. Good morning, Mr. Proctor.
Good morning, Mr. Proctor.
this mischief here?
She's only gone silly somehow.
The road past my house is a pilgrimage to Salem all morning. The town is mumbling witchcraft.
Oh, please, we were only dancing in the woods last time my uncle leaped in on us. She took fright is all.
You're wicked yet, aren't you? You'll be clapped in the stocks before you're 20.
Give me a word, John. A soft word.
No. No, Abby, that's done with.
You come 5 miles to see a silly girl fly. I know you better.
Come to see what mischief your uncle's doing now. That's all. Put it out of your mind, Abby.
John, I'm waiting for you every night.
Abby, I never gave you hope to wait for me.
I have something better than hope, I think.
Abby, put it out of your mind. I'll not be coming for you more.
You're surely sporting with me.
You know me better.
I know how you clutched my back behind your house and sweated like a stallion whenever I came near. Or did I dream that? It's she put me out. You cannot pretend it were you. I saw your face when she put me out. And you loved me then and you do now.
Abby, that's a wild thing to say.
A wild thing may seem wild. But not so wild, I think. I've seen you since she put me out. I've seen you nights.
Abby, I've hardly stepped off my farm this 7 month.
I have a sense for heat, John. And Joyce has drawn me to my window. And I've seen you looking up, burning in your loneliness. Do you mean to tell me you've never looked up at my window?
May have looked up.
And you must. You are no wintry man, John. I know you. I cannot sleep for dreaming. I cannot dream, but I wake and I walk about the house as though I'd find you coming through some door.
Child.
How dare you call me child?
Abby! I may think of you softly from time to time, but I will cut off my hand before I ever reach for you again. Put it out of your mind, Abby. We never touched.
Hi, but we did.
But we did not.
Oh, I marvel at such a strong man, yet such a
You
sickly
will
wife.
speak nothing of Elizabeth.
She is blackening my name in the village. She's telling lies on me. She's a cold,
Do
sniveling
you
woman.
look for a whipping?
I look for John Proctor that took me from my sleep and put knowledge in my heart. I never knew what pretense Salem was, what lying lessons I was taught by all these Christian women, their covenanted men. And now you bid me tread the light out of my eyes. I cannot, I will not. You loved me, John Proctor. And whatever sin it is, you love me yet.
Mercy, run and tell the doctor what's happened here.
That is a sure sign of witchcraft, a foot goodiness, a prodigious sign.
Mother told me that, and they cannot bear to hear the name of the Lord.
Rebecca, come to a little lost. She suddenly cannot bear to hear the Lord's name.
Nonsense! There's hard sickness here, child, so please keep it quiet.
I said not a word. No one here can test.
Man, be quiet now!
What have you done?
What do you make of it, Rebecca?
Goody nurse, will you come to my Ruth and see if you can wake her?
I think she'll wake in time. Pray calm yourselves. I have 11 children and I am 26 times grandma. I've seen them all through their silly stages. When I come on them, they'll run the double bow-legged, put upon their mischief. I think she'll wake when she tires of it. Child spirit is like a child. You cannot catch it by running after it. You must stand still, and for love it will soon come itself back.
Aye. That's the truth of it, Rebecca.
This is no silly season, Rebecca. My Ruth is bewildered, Rebecca. She cannot eat.
Perhaps she is not hungered yet. I hope you're not decided to go in search of loose spirits, Mr. Harris. I've heard promises of that outside.
There's a wide opinion running in the parish that the devil may be among us. I should satisfy them that they are wrong.
And let you come out and call them wrong. Did you consult the wardens before you called ministers to search for devils?
He's not coming to look for devils.
What's he coming for?
There be children dying in the village, mister.
I see none dying. This village would not be a bag to swing around your head, Mr. Putnam.
Never heard you word so in this society, Mr. Proctor. I do not think I saw you at Sabbath meetings since snow fell.
I have trouble enough without I come 5 miles to hear him preach hellfire and bloody damnation. Take it to heart, Mr. Paris. There are plenty of others who don't come to church anymore because you hardly ever mention God.
There's either obedience or the church will burn like hell is burning.
Can you speak 1 minute without we land in hell again? I am sick of hell.
It is not for you to decide what is good for you to hear.
I may speak my heart, I think.
Pray you, someone take these.
Oh, Mr. Hale, it's good to see you again. My ears are heavy.
They must be. They're weighted with authority.
Well, you do come prepared.
We shall need hard study when it comes down to cracking the old boy. I had not expected such a distinguished company.
It does not seem to help us today, Mr. Hale. We look to you to come to our house and save our child.
Your child ails too.
Her soul seems blown away. She sleeps and yet she
She
walks.
cannot
He
eat.
cannot eat. Do you men have afflicted children
But
too?
no, these men are farmers. John Proctor.
You don't believe in no witches, sir. Never spoke on witches one way or the other. I hear you to be a sensible man, Mr. Hale. I pray that you leave some of it in Salem.
Mr. Hale, will you please come look at my daughter? We discovered her by the high road this morning, waving her arms as though she'd fly.
Tries to fly.
She cannot bear to hear the Lord's name, Mr. Hale. That's a sure sign of witchcraft.
No. We cannot look to superstition in this. The devil is precise. The marks of his presence are as definite as stone. I shall not proceed unless you are willing to believe me, if I shall find no bruise of hell upon her.
It is agreed. We will abide by your judgment. What book is that, sir?
What's there, sir?
Here is all the invisible world, caught, defined, and calculated. In these books, the devil stands stripped of all of his brute disguises. Here are all of your familiar spirits, your incubi and succubi, your witches that go by land, by air, by sea, your wizards of the night and of the day. Have no fear now. We shall find him out if he has come among us, and I mean to crush him utterly if he has shown his face.
Will it hurt the child, sir?
I cannot say. The devil is truly in her. We will have to rip and tear to set her free.
I think I'll go then. I'm too old for this.
Why, goody nurse, we may have opened up the boil on all our trouble today.
Let us hope for that. We go to God for you, sir.
I hope you do not mean we go to Satan here.
I wish I knew.
Now, the devil is in her. You will witness some frightful wonders in this room, so please keep your wits about you. Mr. Putnam, stay close in case she flies. Now, Betty dear, can you hear me? I'm John Hale, minister of Beverly. I've come to help you, my dear. Do you remember my 2 little girls in Beverly?
How can it be the devil? Why would he choose my house? to
What
serve?
victory would the devil have with the soul already bad? It is the best the devil wants, and who is better than a minister?
That's deep, Mr. Paris.
Answer him, Ben.
Does someone afflict your child? He not be a woman, mind you, or a man, perhaps some bird invisible to others comes to you, perhaps a pig, a mouse, or any beast at all. Is there some figure that bids you fly? Domine, ad sabuat infernus. Abigail, what sort of dancing were you doing in the woods?
Why, common dancing is all.
I think I ought to say I saw a kettle in the
That
grass.
were only
What
soup.
sort of soup were in this kettle?
Red beans and lentils, I think.
Mr. Parrish, did you notice any movement in the soup?
There were some movement in the soup.
That jumped in. We never
What
put it in.
jumped in?
Why, there little frog jumped
A
in.
frog, Abby!
Abigail, it may well be that your cousin is dying. Did you conjure the devil
I never
last
called
night?
it Tituba.
Tituba called the devil.
I should like to speak with Tituba.
Goody Ann, bring
How
Tituba.
did she call him?
I know not. She spoke Barbados.
I'm feeling strange when she called him a cold wind and trembling
I
over the
never
ground.
saw no devil. Betty.
You cannot evade me, Abigail. Did your cousin drink any of the brew in that kettle?
She never drank
Did
it.
you drink it?
No,
Did
sir.
Tituba ask you to drink
She
it?
tried, but I refused.
Why are you concealing? Have you sold yourself to
I
lose
never
that?
sold myself as a good girl, a proper girl. She made me do it. She made Betty do it. Abby. She makes me drink blood.
Blood!
My baby's blood. No, I can see chicken.
Woman! Are you enlisting these children for the devil?
No, I don't come back.
Why can't she wake? Are you silencing this child?
No, I love you, Betsy.
Are you gathering souls for the devil?
No, I don't trouble no devil.
You will confess
confess yourself, or I will take you out and whip you to your death, Tituba!
This woman must be taken and hanged!
No, I tell him I don't desire to work for him, sir.
The devil!
Then you saw him. Now, Tituba, I know when we bind ourselves to hell, it is hard to break from it. We are going to help you tear yourself free.
I do believe somebody else bewitching these children.
Who?
I don't know, sir, but the devil, he got numerous witches.
Does he? Now, Tituba, look into my eyes. Look into my eyes. You would be a good Christian woman, would you not, Tituba?
I serve a good Christian woman.
And you love these little children.
I don't desire them little children, sir.
And you love God, Tituba.
I love God with all my being.
And in God's holy name.
Bless him.
And all of his glory.
Bless him.
Open yourself, Tituba, and let God's holy light shine on you.
Bless the Lord.
When the devil come, does he come with anyone you know, someone from the village?
Who came with him?
Sarah Good! Did you see Sarah Good with the devil?
Was it man or woman come with him?
Man or woman was woman.
You must have no fear to tell us who they are. Do you understand? The devil can never overcome a minister. You know that, do you not?
Oh, God bless you, Mr.
You have confessed your witchcraft, and this speaks a wish for you to come to heaven's side, and we will bless you, Tituba.
Oh, God bless you, Mr. Hill.
You are God's instrument put in our hands to discover the devil's agents among us. So speak utterly, Tituba. Turn your back on him and face God. Face God, Tituba, and God will protect you.
Oh, God protect Tituba.
When the devil come, how many does he come with? 2, 3, 4, how many?
There was four.
Who? Their names?
Oh, when he told me to kill you, Mr. Palace.
Kill me!
He said, Mr. Palace must be killed. He said Mr. Palace is a mean man and no gentleman and no good leader. And he bid me rise me out of my bed and cut your throat. But I tell him not, devil. I don't hate that man. I don't want to kill that man. And he said, Tituba, you work for me now, and I make you free. I give you pretty dress to wear, and I put you way high up in the air, and you go fly back to Barbados. But I tell him not, devil, you lie. And then he come to me one stormy night, and he say, look, Tituba, I got these white folk all work for me now. And I look, and there was Goody Good.
Sarah Good!
Aye, Goody Osborne.
I knew it! Sarah Osborne were midwife to me 3 times. I begged you, Thomas, did I not? I begged you not to call her because I fear her. My children always shriveled in her hands.
Take courage. You just give us all their names. How can you bear to see this child suffering? Look at her God-given innocence, her soul so tender. We must protect her, Tituba. The devil is out and preying on her like a beast upon the flesh of pure lamb. God will protect you for your help.
I want to open myself. I want the light of God. I want the sweet love of Jesus. I danced for the devil. I saw him. I wrote his book. I go back to God. I kiss his hand. I saw Sarah Good with the devil.
I saw Goody Osborne with the devil.
I saw Bridget Bishop with the devil. I saw George Davis with the devil. I saw Goody Howe with the devil.
I saw Martha Bellows with the devil.
I saw Goody Silver with the devil.
I saw Alice Barrows with the devil.
I saw Goody Hawkins with the devil.
I saw Goody Bibber with the devil.
I saw Goody Booth with the devil. I saw Goody Proctor with the devil.
so late? It's past dark.
Are we planting? Hard on the forest ledge.
Are you done then?
Aye. The farm is seeded. The boys asleep.
They will be soon.
The crop is good. I'll buy George Jacob's heifer. Will that please you?
Aye, it would.
I mean to please you, Elizabeth.
I know it, John.
I think you're sad again. Are you?
You came so late, I thought you'd gone to Salem this afternoon.
Why? I have no business in Salem.
You did speak of going earlier this week.
Thought better on it since.
Mary Warren's there today.
Why did you let her? You heard me forbid her to go to Salem anymore.
Couldn't stop her.
It is a fault. It is a fault, Elizabeth. You're the mistress here, not Mary Warren.
She frightened all my strength away.
Only that mouse frightened you, Elizabeth. You.
It is no mouse no more. I forbid her go to Salem, and she lifts up her chin like a daughter of the prince. And she says, I must go to Salem, Goody Proctor. I am an official of the court.
Court? What court?
Aye. It is a proper court they have now. They sent 4 judges out of Boston, waiting magistrate of the general court, and at the head's the deputy governor of the province.
She's mad.
Wish to God she were. There'll be 14 people in the jail now, she says. And they'll be tried. The court has power to hang them too, she
They
says.
never
The
hang.
deputy governor promised hanging. They should not confess, John. The town's gone wild, I think. To speak of Abigail, and I thought you were a saint to hear her. Abigail brings the other girls to court, and where she walks, a proud little cart like the sea for Israel. And folks are brought before them, and if they scream and howl and fall to the floor, the person's clapped in the jail for witchcraft.
This is a black magic.
I think you must go to Salem, John. I think so. You must tell them it is a fraud.
It is. It is surely.
Let you go to Ezekiel Cheever. He knows you well. And tell him what she said to you in her uncle's house. She said it had naught to do with witchcraft, did she not?
She did. She did.
I would go now, John. But you go tonight.
I'll think on it.
You cannot keep it, John.
No, I cannot keep it. Say I will think on it.
Good then. Let you think on it.
Only wondering how I may prove what she told me, Elizabeth. The girl's a saint now. I think it not so easy to prove she's a fraud. And the whole town got silly. She told me in a room alone. I have no proof of it.
You were alone with her.
For a moment alone,
Why, then it is not as you told me.
For a moment, I say. Others come soon after.
Do as you wish then.
Woman, I will not have your suspicion
I have
anymore.
no
I will not
suspicion,
have it.
And let you not earn it.
You doubt me then.
John, if it were not Abigail, you must go to her. Would you falter now? I think not.
Look, you
I see what I see, John.
Elizabeth, you will not judge me more. I have forgotten Abigail.
And I.
Spare me. You forget nothing and you forgive nothing. Learn charity, woman. I have gone tiptoe in this house all 7 months since she is gone. I cannot speak, but I am doubted. Every moment judged for lies, as though I walk into a court when I walk into this house.
I do not judge you, John. The magistrate sits in your heart, judges you. Never thought you but a good man, only somewhat bewildered.
Elizabeth, your justice would freeze fear. How do you go to Salem when I forbid it? Do you mock me? I will whip you if you ever leave this house
I
again.
am sick, Mr. Proctor. Pray hurt me not. My insides raw sharply. I am at proceedings all day, sir.
What of the proceedings here? When do you proceed to keep this house and my wife not wholly well?
I made a gift for you today, Goody Proctor. I just sit long hours in a chair and pass the time with sewing.
Why, thank you. It's a fair profit.
We must all love each other now, Goody Proctor.
Aye, indeed we must.
Is it true? There be 14 women in the jails?
No, sir. There be 39 now.
Goody Osborne will hang.
Hang? Hang, you said?
Aye.
The deputy governor will permit it?
He sentenced her, he must. But not Sarah Good. For Sarah Good confessed, you see,
Confess to what?
that she sometimes made a pact with Lucifer and wrote her name in his black book with her blood and bound herself to torment Christians till God is thrown down. We all must worship hell forevermore.
Surely you know what a jabberish is. Did you not tell them that?
Didn't Judge Hawthorne say, recite for us your 10 commandments? And of all the 10 commandments, she could not say a single one. She never knew no
And
commandments.
so condemned her.
Why they must when she condemned herself?
What about the proof?
I told you the proof. It's hard proof. Hard as rock, the judges said.
You will not go to court again, Mary Warren.
I must tell you, sir, I'll be gone every day now. I'm amazed you do not see what weighty work we do.
What work you do? It's strange for a Christian girl to hang old woman.
But, Mr. Proctor, they will not hang if they confess. Sarah Good will only sit in jail for some time. You must see it, sir. It's God's work we do. So I'll be gone every day now for some time. I'm an official in the court, they say.
I'll
And
official you.
I'll not stand whipping anymore.
Mary, I promise we'll stay.
The devil is in Salem, Mr. Proctor. We must
I
discover
will
first-
whip the devil out of you.
I saved her life today! The accused somewhat mentioned. But I said I never seen no sign you said your spirit out to hurt no one. And seeing I do no so closely with you, they dismissed it. Who accused me? I'm bound by law, I cannot tell it.
Go to bed.
I'll not be ordered to bed no more, Mr. Proctor. I'm 18 and a woman, however
You
single.
wish to sit up, then sit up.
I wish to go to bed.
Good night, then.
Good night.
The noose is up.
There'll be no news.
He wants me dead. I knew how weak it would come to this.
You're nothing. I'll find Ezekiel Cheever, and I'll tell him she said it, we're all sport.
John, with so many in the jail, more than Cheever's help is needed now, I think. Favor me with this. Go to Abigail.
What have I to say to Abigail?
John, grant me this. You have a faulty understanding of young girls. There's a promise made.
What promise?
Spoke or silent, a promise is surely made. And she may dote on it now, I'm sure she does. She thinks to kill me and take my place. It is her dearest hope, John, I know it. Why does she call my name? There'd be certain danger in calling such a name. I am no goody good, sleeps in ditches, nor Goody Osborne drunk and half-witted. She dare not call out such a farmer's wife, but there'd be monstrous profit in it. She thinks to take my place, John.
She cannot think it.
Then go and tell her she is a whore! Whatever promise she may sense, break it, John, break it!
Good. Then I'll go.
How unwillingly.
I will curse her hotter than the oldest cinder in hell, but pray begrudge me and not my anger.
Anger. I only ask you
How
to
do you
go.
charge me with such a promise? The promise a stallion give a mare that I give that girl.
Why do you anger with me when I've been to
Because
break
it
it?
speaks deceit, and I am honest. But I will plead no more. I see now your spirit twists around the single error of my life, and I will never tear it free.
Tear it free. When you come to know that I will be your only wife, or no wife at all. There's an arrow in you yet, John Proctor. You know it well.
John! What's the matter?
Take my wife and my Rebecca.
Rebecca's in the jail.
He was coming to take her into his wagon. He will now just into the jail and not even let us see them.
Reverend Hale, can you not speak to the deputy governor? I am sure he mistakes these people.
How is Rebecca charged, Mr. Nurse?
For murder, she's charged. For a marvelous and supernatural murder, could he punish babies? What am I to do, Mr. Hale?
Though our hearts break, we cannot flinch. There is a misty plot afoot. The devil is alive in Salem, and we dare not quail to follow where the accusing finger points.
How may such a woman murder children?
Man, remember that an hour before the devil fell, God thought him beautiful in heaven.
Good evening to you, Proctor.
Or become not on business of the court.
I do. I am an official of the court now.
Pity, Ezekiel.
Then an honest tailor might have gone to heaven this burn in hell. He'll burn for this, you know.
You'll not be sending me to hell. I like not the sound of it. Now, Proctor, how heavy be the law, I carry it on my back tonight. I have a warrant for your wife. I'm given 16 warrant tonight, and she is one.
Who charged her?
Abigail Williams charged her.
For what crime? And what proof?
Proctor, the court bid me search your house. But I do not like to search a house. So will you please give me any pockets your wife may keep here?
Poppets?
Never kept no pockets, not since I were a girl.
I see a pocket, Elizabeth.
Why, this is Mary Warren's.
Would you please give it to me?
The court discovered evil in poppets now.
Signifies a poppet.
Now, woman, will you please come with me?
No, she will not. Mary Warren!
What signifies a poppet, Mr. Cheever?
Poppet, miss. It is a needle! It is a needle.
What signifies a needle?
Why? This go hard with her, Proctor. I had my doubts of Pierce calamity. Abigail sat to dinner at Reverend Paris's house tonight, and without a word nor a warning, she falls to the floor like a struck beast and screamed a scream that a bull would weep to hear. When Paris go to save her, stuck 2 inches in the flesh of her belly, he draw a needle out. Abigail testified, where your wife's familiar spirit pushed it in.
She done it herself. I hope you're not taking this for proof, Mr. Hale.
'Tis hard proof.
Mr. Proctor?
Here, now. Mary Warren, how did that poppet come into this house?
Why, I think it is mine.
How did it come into this house?
Why, I made it in the court and gave it to Goody Proctor tonight.
Mary Warren, a needle have been found inside this poppet.
Why, I meant no harm by it, sir.
Put the needle in yourself?
I believe I did, sir.
Say you now, sir.
Child, are you sure this be your natural memory? May it be that even now someone conjured you to say this.
Conjures me? Why, no, sir. Ask Abby. Abby stopped deciding when I made it.
Why, Turtle's a murderer. She must be ripped out of the world.
You heard that, Mr. Hale? Ripped out of the world. You heard it, Mr. Hale.
Get out of my house.
Proctor, you dare not touch the word.
Out of my sight!
You ripped the deputy governor's warrant, man!
Deputy Governor, get out of my house now!
Proctor!
Get you gone with them. You are a broken minister.
Proctor, if she is innocent, the court...
Yes, she is innocent. She is innocent. Why do you never wonder if Abigail is innocent? Is the accuser always holy now? Vengeance is walking Salem. The crazy little children are jangling the keys to the kingdom, and common vengeance writes the laws. This warrant is vengeance, and I will not give my wife to vengeance.
Go, John.
Will not go.
I have 9 men outside. You cannot keep it. The law binds me, John. I cannot fudge.
You will see her taken.
Proctor, the court is just
Pontius
trying...
Pilate, God will not let you wash your hands of this.
John, I think I must go with them. And the children who wait speak nothing of witchcraft. It will frighten them.
We'll bring you home, Elizabeth. We'll bring you home soon.
John, bring me soon.
It will fall like an ocean on that court. Fear nothing, Elizabeth.
I will fear nothing. Now the children have gone to visit someone sick.
Mr. Proctor.
Out of my house!
I shall pray God opens our eyes.
John, tell me, are we lost?
Go home now. Giles, Francis will speak on it tomorrow.
The evening audience. We'll come early.
Very likely they'll let her come home once they're given proper evidence.
You're coming to court with me, Mary. Tell the court what you know.
I cannot charge murder of Abigail.
You tell the court how that puppet came into this house and you stuck the needle in.
She'll kill me for saying that. Abigail tried lecturing on me, Mr. Proctor.
She's told you.
I've known it all along. She'll ruin you with it. I know she will.
Good. And her saintliness is done with. You will slide together into our pit. You will tell the court what you know.
I cannot still
My
turn.
life will never die for me. I will bring your guts into your mouth, but that goodness will never die for me. Make your peace with it. Now heaven and hell grapple on our backs, and all of our old pretenses ripped away. We're only what we always were, but naked now. Naked. In the wind. God's icy wind will blow.
John, it were fire you walked through. All my ignorance is burned away. It were fire, John. You lay in fire. I used to weep for my sins when the wind lifted up my skirt and blush for shame because the older brother and then burns my ignorance away. As bare some December tree, I saw them all, walking like seats in church, running to feed the sick, and hypocrites in their hearts. And God gave me strength to call them liars. And God made them listen to me. And by God, I will scrub the world clean and love Him. You have done your duty by her. I hope it was your last hypocrisy. I pray you come again and sweeter news for me. I know you will. Now that your duty is done. Good night, John. Fear not. I will save you tomorrow. And yourself. I will save you.
Now then, Martha Corey, there is abundant evidence in our hands to show that you have given yourself to the reading of fortunes. Do you deny it?
I am innocent to a witch. I know not what a witch is.
How do you know then that you are not a witch?
Mr. Danforth, if I were, I would know it.
Why do you hurt these children?
I do not hurt them. I scorn it.
I have evidence for the
You
court.
will keep your seat.
You're hearing lies. Lies!
Mary Warren, what are you about here?
She would speak with the deputy governor.
Did you not tell me Mary Warren were sick in bed?
She were, Your Honor. When I come to fetch her to the court last week, she said she was sick.
Who is this?
John Proctor, sir. Elizabeth Proctor is my wife.
Beware this man, Your Excellency. This man is missing.
I think you must hear the
What
world.
would you tell us, Mary Warren?
She never saw no spirits, sir.
Never saw no spirits?
Never, sir.
She assigned a deposition,
No.
sir.
No, I accept no depositions. Tell me, Mr. Proctor, have you given out this story in the village?
We've not.
He's come to overthrow the
Pray
court,
you be
Your Honor.
silent, Mr. Paris. Mr. Proctor, do you realize that the entire contention of the state in these trials is that the voice of heaven is speaking through these children?
I know that, sir.
And you, Mary Warren, how came you to cry out people for sending their spirit against you?
It were pretense, sir.
I cannot hear you.
Pretense, she said.
And the other girls? Susanna Walcott and the others? They are also pretending?
Aye, sir.
Indeed.
Your Excellency, I cannot think you may let so vile a lie be spread in open court.
Indeed not. But it strike hard upon me that she may come here with such a tale. Now, Mr. Proctor, before I decide whether I shall hear you or not, it is my duty to tell you this. We burn a hot fire here. It melts down all concealment.
I know that, sir.
I understand well a husband's tenderness may drive him to extravagance in defense of a wife. Are you certain in your conscience, mister, that your evidence is the truth?
I am, sir, and you will surely know it.
And you thought to declare this revelation in the open court before the public?
Thought I would, sir.
Now, sir, what is your purpose in so doing?
I'll free my wife, sir.
There lurks nor in your heart, nor hidden in your spirit any desire to undermine this court.
No, sir.
Hi, Your Excellency.
Mr. Cheever.
I think it be my duty, sir. You'll not deny it, John. When we come to take his wife to the court, he ripped your warrant and damned the court.
Now you have it!
Did that, Mr. Hale?
Aye, sir, he did.
You were in temper, sir. I knew not what I did.
Mr. Proctor, have you ever seen the devil?
No, sir.
You are in all respects a gospel Christian.
I am, sir.
Such a Christian that will not come to church but once a month.
Not come to church?
I have no love for Mr. Paris. It is no secret. But God I surely love.
He plow on Sunday, sir.
Plow on Sunday?
I think it be evidence, John. I'm an official of the court now. I cannot keep it.
I have once or twice plowed on Sunday. I have 3 children, sir, and until now my land gave little.
Your Honor, truth be told, you find other Christians to plow on Sundays.
Your Honor, I cannot think you may judge the man on such evidence.
Oh, I judge nothing. I tell you straight, mister, I have seen marvels in this court. I have seen people choked before my eyes by spirits. I have seen them stuck by pins and slashed by daggers. I have until this moment not the slightest reason to suspect that these children may be deceiving me. To understand my meaning.
Does it not strike you that so many of these women have lived such long lives with such upright reputations?
Do you read the gospel, Mr. Proctor?
I read the gospel.
I think not, or surely you would have known that Cain were an upright man, and yet he did murder Abel.
Aye, God does tell us that, but who tells us that Rebecca Nurse killed 7 children by sending out her spirit on them? It is the children only, and this one will swear she lied to you.
Mr. Proctor, this morning your wife sent me a claim in which she states that she is pregnant now.
My wife is pregnant?
I shall let you know that I will let her be kept another month, and if she shows natural signs, you shall have her living yet another year until she is delivered. What say you to that, sir? Come now. You say your only purpose is to save your wife. Good then. She is saved at least this year, and a year is long. What say you, sir? It is done now. Will you drop this charge?
I think I cannot.
Then your purpose here is somewhat larger.
He's come to overthrow the court, Your Honor.
These are my friends, Your Honor.
I judge you not, sir. I am ready to hear your evidence.
I come not to hurt the court. I come only to ask you to hear Mary Warren, and remember that up until 2 weeks ago, she were no different than the other children are today. You saw her scream, she howled, she swore—
We know all this, sir.
Aye, sir. She swears now that she never saw Satan, nor any spirit vague or clear, and she declares that her and her friends are lying now.
Your Honor, I think this goes to the heart of the matter.
Mr. Hale, you surely do not doubt my justice.
I have this morning signed away the soul of Rebecca Nurse, Your Honor. I'll not conceal it. My hand yet shakes as with a wound.
In an ordinary crime, how does one defend the accused? One calls up witnesses to prove his innocence, but witchcraft is ipso facto. An invisible crime, is it not? Therefore, who may possibly be witness to it? The witch and the victims, none other. Now, we cannot possibly hope the witches will accuse herself, granted. Therefore, we must rely on the victims. And they do testify. Oh, the children most certainly do testify. As for the witches, none can deny that we are most eager for their
But this
confession.
child claims the girls are not—
That is precisely what I'm about to consider, sir. What more may you ask of me, unless you doubt my probity?
I surely do not, sir. Let you consider that.
I would like to question
I beg you be silent, Mr. Paris. Mr. Cheever, will you go and bring the children here? Mary Warren, how came you to this turnabout? Has Mr. Proctor ever threatened you?
No, sir.
Has he ever threatened you, child?
No, sir.
Then you tell me that you sat in my court, callously lying when you knew people would hang by your evidence? Answer me.
I did, sir.
Do you not know that God damns all liars? Or is it now that you lie?
No, sir. I am with God now.
You're with God now.
Aye, sir.
You were either lying now, or you were lying before, and in either case, you have committed perjury, and you will go to jail for it. You cannot likely say that you have lied, Mary. Do you understand that?
I cannot lie no more. I am with God.
Sit you down, children. Your friend, Mary Warren, claims that she never saw familiar spirits, apparitions, nor any manifest of the devil. She claims that none of you have ever seen these things either. Now then, it does not escape me that she may be here to blind us. It may well be that Mary Warren has been conquered by Satan, who has sent her here to distract us from our sacred purpose. If so, her little neck will break for it. But if she speak true, I bid you now to drop your guile and confess your pretense, for a quick confession will go easier with you. Abigail Williams, rise. Is there any truth in this?
No, sir.
Children, a very augur bit will now be turned into your souls until your honesty is proved. Will either of you change your positions now, or do you force me to hard
I have
questioning?
not to change, sir. She lies.
You will still go on with this?
Aye, sir.
A poppet were discovered in Mr. Proctor's house, stabbed by a needle. Mary Warren claims that you sat beside her in court and that you witnessed her stick a needle in it for safekeeping. What say you to that?
It is a lie, sir.
When you worked for Mr. Proctor, did you see poppets in that house?
Goody Proctor always kept poppets.
Your Honor, my wife never kept no poppets. Mary Warren confesses it were her poppets.
Why could there not have been poppets hid where no one ever saw them?
There also might have been a 5-legged dragon in my house, but no one has ever seen it.
We are here, Your Excellency, precisely to discover what no one has ever seen.
Your Honor, what profit this girl to turn herself about? What does Mary Warren have to gain but hard questioning and worse?
You are charging Abigail Williams with marvelous cool plot to commit murder. Do you understand that, sir?
I do, sir. I believe she means to murder.
This child would murder your wife.
It is not a child. Now, Mary Warren, tell the deputy governor how you danced in the woods.
Your Excellency, since
In a moment, sir. What is this dancing?
Mr. Proctor, please.
Abigail leads the girls into the woods, and there they dance naked.
Your Excellency.
Mr. Paris discovered them himself in the dead of the night. There's the child she is.
Mr. Paris?
All I can say is I never saw any of them naked.
But you have discovered them dancing in the woods? Abigail?
Excellency, when I first arrived from Beverly, Mr. Paris told me that.
Do you deny it, Mr. Paris?
I do not, sir, but I never saw any of them naked.
But she have danced?
Aye, sir. Excellency, will you permit me?
Pray proceed.
Say no, you never saw no spirits, Mary. Were never threatened nor afflicted by any manifest of the devil or the devil's agents.
No, sir.
Yet, when those confronted you, accused of witchcraft confronted you in court, you would faint, saying they sent their spirit out of their body and choked you.
That were pretense, sir.
I cannot hear you, Mary Ward.
Pretense, sir.
But you did turn cold, did you not? I myself picked you up many times and your skin were icy. Mr. Danforth.
I saw that many times.
They are pretending, Mr. Danforth. They're all marvelous pretenders.
Pretending? Then she can pretend to faint now?
Now?
Why not? There are no spirits here, for none in this room are accused of witchcraft. So let her turn herself cold now. Let her faint. Let her pretend she is attacked. Faint!
I cannot faint now, sir.
Why? What is lacking now?
I cannot tell, sir.
Might it be that here we have no afflicting spirit loose, but earlier there were some?
I never saw no spirits.
Then see no spirits now. Prove you can faint by your own will as you claim.
I used to faint because I thought I saw spirits.
Thought you saw them?
But I did not, Your Honor.
How could you think you saw them? unless you saw them.
I cannot tell how, but I did. The other girls were screaming, and you, Your Honor, you seemed to believe them. It were only sport in the beginning, but then the whole world cried spirits. But I promise you, Mr. Danforth, I only thought I saw them, but I did not.
Abigail, I bid you now search your heart and tell me this. Is it possible, child, that the spirits you saw were only some illusion of the...
This is a base question, Mr. Danforth.
Child, I would have you
I have
consider
been
it.
hurt, Mr. Danforth. I have seen my blood running out. I have been near murdered every day because I have done my duty pointing out the devil's people. And this is my reward, to be mistrusted, denied, questioned like...
Child, I do not
Could you-
mistrust you.
Beware, Mr. Danforth. Think you be so mighty that the power of hell may not turn your wits? Let you beware of it. There is a...
Child, what is it?
I know not. Oh, but Your Honor, please!
They're pretending, Mr. Danforth. Your Honor, she is cold. Touch her.
Mary, do you send a shadow on me? Save me!
It is already me. It is only
Mary, won't you send your spirit out? I say to you, do you witch her?
How do you know heaven? Whore! It is a whore, Mr. Danforth.
You charge Abigail.
Pray now she'll suck a scream to
You
stab
prove this, sir. It will not pass.
I have known her, sir. I've known her.
You are a lecher?
John, you can't say
No,
such
Francis. It's true.
In what time? In what place, sir?
In the proper place, where my beasts are bedded, some 8 months past. She used to serve me in my house, sir. A man may think God sleeps, but God sees everything. I know that now. I beg you, sir. I beg you, see her for what she is. My wife, my dear, good wife, took this girl soon after, sir, and put her out on the high road and sing what she is, a lump of vanity. Sir, Excellency, forgive me. She thinks to dance with me on my wife's grave. Well, she might well, like, thought of her softly. God help me, I lusted. And there is promise in such a sweat. But it's a whore's vengeance, and you must see it now. Put myself entirely in your hands. I know you must see it now. My wife is innocent. Except you know a whore when she see one.
You deny every scrap and tittle of this?
If I must answer that, then I believe he'll never come back.
She does not deny, Mr. Danforth. She does not deny.
You will remain where you are. Sit you down, sir. Mr. Paris, go and bring Goodwife Proctor out. Bring her out and tell her not a single word of what's been spoken here. Now we shall touch the bottom of this swamp. Your wife, you say, is an honest woman.
Life, sir, she have never lied. There's some who cannot sing, some who cannot weep. My wife cannot lie.
And when she threw this girl out of your house, did she know her for a harlot?
Aye. She knew her for a harlot.
Good then. Now turn your back. Turn your back. Do likewise. Now let neither of you turn to face Goody Proctor. No one in this room is to speak a word or raise a gesture, aye or nay. Come here. Come here, woman. No, look at me. Not at your husband in my eyes alone.
Good sir.
It has come to our attention that at one point you dismissed your servant, Abigail Williams.
That is true, sir.
For what cause did you dismiss her? Look at me, woman. Why did you dismiss Abigail Williams?
She dissatisfied me and my husband.
In what way dissatisfied you?
She were...
Look at me. Was she slovenly? Lazy? What was it?
Your Honor, And that time I was sick. My husband is a good and righteous man, but my sickness. You see, sir, I was sick a long time after my last baby, and I thought I saw my husband somewhat turning from me. This girl.
Look at me, woman.
Aye, sir. Abigail Williams.
What of Abigail Williams?
I came to think he fancied her, and so I lost my wits one night, I think, and put her on the high road.
Did he indeed turn from you?
My husband is a goodly man, sir.
To your knowledge, has John Proctor ever committed the crime of lechery? Answer my question, woman. Is your husband a lecher?
No, sir.
Remove her, Cheever!
I've confessed!
John!
She has spoken! Remove her!
No, she thinks only to save my name!
Excellency, it is a natural light until I pray bring her back before another is condemned. Private vengeance is working its way through this.
She spoke nothing of lechery, and this man has lied.
I believe him. From the beginning, this girl has struck me as false. She is not.
He will not be God! Be God, I
What
say!
is it, child? Girls, why do you?
It's on the beam! On the rafter!
Where?
Why do you come down first?
There's a bird. I see no bird.
Be
My
quiet!
face, my face!
Be quiet!
That God made my face, you cannot watch to turn my face and be as a deadly sin, Mary. Abby! Oh, Mary, this is black-eyed chicken. Oh, no, I cannot stop my mouth. It's God, what are you here? Abby, I'm here!
Pretending, Mr.
Oh, Mary,
Danforth.
please don't come down.
Lies!
Oh, Mary, please don't hurt me. I'm not hurting her.
Why does she see this vision?
She sees nothing. She sees nothing. Abby, you mustn't. Abby, you mustn't. I'm here.
May he warn and draw back your spirit out of them.
Mr. Danforth! Mr. Danforth!
Have you compacted with the devil? Have you?
Never!
Why can they only repeat you?
Give me a whip, I'll stop it.
There's Ford! There's Ford! Abby, stop it! Abby, stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!
A little while ago, you were afflicted. Now it seems you afflict others. Where did you find this power?
I have no power.
They're going you, mister.
Why did you turn about these past 2 weeks? You have seen the devil, have you not?
Mary, God damns all liars.
Cannot hear you, sir.
Remember the angel Raphael. Do that
You will confess yourself.
I
or
see
you will
nothing,
hang.
Your Honor.
Will you confess this power? Speak.
She's walking with me and look out.
Will you speak?
I cannot. I cannot.
Cast the devil out, Mary. Look him in the face, trample him. We will save you, Mary. Only stand fast against him, and we will bring whatever justice.
Look out! She's coming down!
Mary, tell the deputy governor.
Don't touch me!
Mary?
You're the devil's man!
Praise God.
Praise God.
Mary, how?
No, I'll not hang with you. I love God. I bless God.
Did he bid you do the devil's work?
He comes to me by night and every day to sign
Sign what?
The devil's book. He come with a book.
my name. He want my name. I'll murder you, he says. If my wife hangs, we must go over to the court, he says.
Mr. Hale?
He wakes me by night. His eyes like coals, his fingers claw my neck, and I
Excellency, this
sigh.
child's gone wild.
Mary!
No! I go your way no more! I love God! I bless God! Oh, Abby! Abby, I'll never hurt you more!
What are you? You're combined with the Antichrist, are you not? I have seen your power. You will not deny it. What say you, Mr.
This is not witchcraft. You condemn an
I
innocent
pray
man.
you be silent, Mr. Hale. Now will you confess yourself, be fouled with hell, or do you keep that black allegiance yet? What say you, Mr.
I say God is dead!
Hear it.
Fire. A fire is burning. I hear the boot of Lucifer, and I see his filthy face, and it is mine and yours. For them to quail to bring men out of ignorance as I have quailed. And as you quail when you know in all your black hearts that this be fraud. God damns our kind especially. We will burn. We will burn together.
Cheever! Take him and Corey with him to the jail.
I denounce these proceedings.
You are pulling down heaven and raising up a whore.
I denounce these proceedings. I quit this court.
Mr. Hale! Mr. Hale!
It be a grand transformation. Devil in the pleasure land in Barbados, in singing and dancing. It be too cold round here for that old boy. He frees his soul in Massachusetts. But in Barbados, it is just as sweet. It be
Time
just
for you to
as
go to North Cell Tituba. This place is wanted now. This place is wanted now! Hold on.
You must pardon them. They will not budge.
There's not sufficient time till dawn.
You misunderstand me. I cannot pardon these when I've already sentenced 12 to hang. I will not receive a single plea or postponement. Them that will not confess will hang. Have you spoken with them all, Mr. Hill?
All but Proctor. He's in the dungeon.
His wife? She must be well on with the child now.
She is, sir.
One think you, Mr. Paris, might her presence soften him?
It is possible, sir. He cannot have laid eyes on her in these 3 months. We should summon her.
Mr. Cheever, go and fetch Goodwife Proctor to me.
Aye, sir.
Then bring him up.
Excellency, if you postpone by a week and publish to the town that you are striving for their confessions, that speak mercy on your part, not faltering.
Mr. Hale, as God have not empowered me, like Joshua, to stop the sun from rising, so I cannot withhold from them the perfection of their punishment.
If you think God wills you to raise rebellion, Mr. Danforth, you are mistaken.
You have heard rebellion spoken in the town?
There are orphans wandering from house to house, and no man knows when the harlot's cry will end his life. And you yet wonder if rebellion spoke.
You baffle me, sir. Why have you returned here?
Why? It is simple. I come to do the devil's work. I come to counsel Christians that they should belie themselves. There is blood on my hands. Can you not see that there is blood on my hands?
Goody Proctor, I hope you are hearty.
I'm yet 6 months before my time.
Pray be at your ease. Goody Proctor, we come not for you. We come not for your life. We... Mr. Hale, will you please speak to the woman?
Goody Proctor, your husband is marked to hang this morning.
I have heard it.
You know, do you not, that I have no connection with the court? I come of my own, Goody Proctor. I would save your husband's life, for if he is taken, I count myself as murderer. You know that, do you not?
Let me speak with him, Your Excellency.
Will you plead for his confession, or will you not?
Promise nothing. Let me speak with him.
Pray, leave them, Excellency.
Mr. Proctor, you have been notified, have you not? Come, man, there is light in the sky. Let you counsel with your wife, and may God help you turn your back on hell.
Child,
Rose,
there's no word of the boys.
they're well. Rebecca Samuel keeps them.
You're a marvel, Elizabeth.
You've been tortured.
Hi. You come for my life now.
I know it.
None of you yet confessed?
There be many confessed.
Rebecca?
Not Rebecca. Rebecca's 1 foot in heaven now, not may hurt more.
Giles,
You have not heard.
you're nothing where I'm kept.
Giles is dead.
When were you hanged?
You were not hanged. You would not answer aye or nay to his indictment. So great stones they lay upon his chest until he answer aye or nay. Then he gave them but 2 words. More weight, he says, and died.
More weight.
Aye. You were a fearsome man, Jaspori.
I was thinking, Elizabeth, I would confess to them. What say you if I give them that?
I cannot judge you, John.
It's a pretense, Elizabeth.
What is?
I'm not mount the gibbet like a saint. I'm not that man. I've been spoiled by giving them this lie that we're not rotten long ago. But have your forgiveness, Elizabeth.
It's not for me to give. It's not my soul, John. It's yours. Only, be sure of this, for I know it now. Whatever you do, it is a good man who does it. I have bred my heart for too much, John. I have sins of my own account. It needs a cold wife to
Enough.
call fletchery.
Enough. I know you.
Take my sins upon you, John.
No, I take my own. Take my own.
Never knew how I should say my love.
What say you, Proctor? The sun is soon up.
Do what you will. Let none be your judge. There is no higher judge under heaven than Proctor is. Sir John, forgive me. I never knew such goodness in the world.
I'll have my life.
You'll confess yourself?
I want my life.
God be praised. He will confess. Proctor will confess. Praise to God, man. Praise to God.
You shall be blessed in heaven for this.
Now then, let us have it. Mr. Cheever, are you ready?
Aye, sir.
Why must it be written?
Why, for the good instruction of the village, mister.
Will you speak slowly and directly to the point for Mr. Cheever's sake? Now then, Mr. Proctor, have you ever seen the devil? Come, man. There is light in the sky. The town waits the scaffold. I would give out the news. Did you see the devil?
I did.
Praise God.
And when he come to you, what were his demand? Did he bid you do his work upon the earth?
He did.
And you bound yourself to his services? Oh, come in. Come in, woman.
Ah, John, you're well then, eh?
Courage. Man, courage. Let her witness your good example, that she may come to God herself. Now hear on, goody nurse. Did you bind yourself to the devil's service?
Why, John.
I did.
John, God send his mercy on you.
Will you confess yourself, goody nurse?
But it is a lie. How may I damn myself? I cannot.
Mr. Proctor, when the devil come to you, did you see Rebecca nurse in his company?
No.
Did you ever see her sister, Mary Easty, with the devil?
No, I didn't.
Did you ever see Martha Corey with the devil?
No, I did not.
Proctor, you mistake me. You most certainly have seen some person with the devil. A score of people have already testified that they saw this woman with the devil.
It is proved. What must I say?
I think you mistake your duty here. She is convicted of the unnatural murder of children, and you for sending your spirit out against Mary Warren. Your soul alone is at issue here. Now will you tell me what persons conspire with you in the devil's company?
Speak my own sins. I cannot judge another. I don't have the tongue for it.
Excellency, it is enough you confess himself. Let him sign it.
It is a great service, sir. It is a weighty name. It will strike the village that Proctor confesses. I beg you, sir, let him sign it. The sun is up, Excellency.
Come then. Sign your testimony. Come on, man. Sign it.
You have all witnessed it. It is enough.
You will not sign it? Do you sport with me? Now you will sign your name, for there is no confession.
No, I have signed it. You've seen me sign it. You have no need for this.
But Proctor, the village must
Damn the village. I have confessed to God. It is enough.
No, sir. It most certainly
You came
is
to
not.
save my soul, did you not? I have signed it. It is enough.
But you have not confessed yourself
I
to the
have
village.
confessed myself. God does not need to see my name nailed upon the church. God sees my name. God knows how black my sins are. It is enough.
Mr. Proctor.
You will not use me. I am no Sarah Good or Tituba. I am John Proctor.
John Proctor! I must have good and legal proof.
You
that
are the
have
High
signed
Court. Your word is good enough.
It is the same, is it not? If I report it or you sign it.
It's not the same. What I sign, what others say is not the same.
Why? Do you mean to deny this confession when you are
I
free?
mean to deny nothing.
Then tell me, mister, why you will not.
Because it is my name. Because I cannot have another in my life. Because I lie and I sign myself to lies. Because I am not worth the dust on the feet of them that hang. How can I live without my name? I have given you my soul. Leave me my name!
Is that document a lie? If it is a lie, I will not accept it. What say you, sir? I will not deal in lies. Now you will give me your honest confession in my hand, or I cannot keep you from the rope. Which way do you go, mister? Then hang!
Proctor! Man, you cannot, you will
I
hang!
can. There's your first marvel that I can. You've seen your magic now, and for now I do think I see a shred of goodness in John Proctor. Not enough to weave a banner with, but white enough to keep it from such dogs. Show them no tear. Tears pleasure them. Show honor now. Show a stony heart and sink them with it.
Let him fear nothing. Another judgment waits us all.
Hang them high over the town. Who weeps for these? Weeps for corruption!
Come, man.
We have his goodness now. God forbid I take it from him.